Right, guys. So let's do a quick market review and commentary, right? So this is on forexfactory.com. Looking at this week, we have quite some news. In this week we have CPI tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Today is the 11th of March. All right. So we don't really have any news today. So we'll have tomorrow and then all through the week. All right. Please take note that we encountered daylight savings time yesterday. Right, we had daylight savings time yesterday. That means New York session has gone, has come ahead by 1 hour. That means New York session will no longer be GMT plus 5. It's now be GMT. Sorry, it's no longer be GMT plus 6. It's now be GMT plus 4. So I'm not really sure again. But now it's 1 hour ahead, right? New York is to open by 2 p.m. in Nigeria. That means from today, New York opens from 1 p.m. That means 1 hour ahead. So that is possibly GMT plus 4 or minus 4 rather. So it used to be GMT minus 5, now it's GMT minus 4. So take note of this, that New York session is now 1 hour ahead of what it used to be. All right, so let's look at the charts. So on DXY, we had NFP on Friday. NFP was not really any surprise. I told you guys what I was expecting, that price should possibly dump deeper into this volume imbalance, right? Could dump and then bounce off. So I was looking at this volume imbalance, which you see has been filled by that NFP. Told you I was assuming price to come down. And then if the market really wants to continue bearish, it could still drop lower. Right? But now we have not been able to close below that volume imbalance. There is still a possibility that price might buy off. Because now we have a very good doji candle, right? That is an indecision or indecisive candle. So there's a possibility that price might launch up a bit, right? But this market is heavy bearish for now, and looking for buys is very, very, risky. But looking at where price is currently, there is a kind of key level. Why are we in a key level? Because you can see how price came to this level and rejected. You can see how price always reject at this level. That is where price bounced off. So there's still likely that market might buy off from that zone upwards, right? So we have to keep an eye on that, right? So for now, the market we're at the 62% level, and price has been reacting on that 60% level, right? So it's best that we wait for. It's not wise to look for sales now, right? It's best to wait for the market to give you bullish confirmation, right? So don't enter your trade without that bullish confirmation, right? So, and then we had that volume imbalance there, and then we have this gap. So price might want to launch for this gap. This might be an intraday price action thing. So market might want to launch for this fair value gap there. So that might be where price might want to buy to possibly sell for that. So we might see something like this. Something like this. Right, it's very possible. You can see market something like that, maybe bounce off this gap and then drop further, right? Targeting this liquidity we have here. Right, remember we have a liquidity bond here. We have this liquidity here. Right, we have this liquidity here. So market might come to this and then drop for that liquidity at that bottom there. Right, that's what I have. And then if you go to a lower time frame, we still see that bearishness. We still see that bearishness, right? We still see the market has been breaking lows. The market is quite really bearish, right? So this gap will be an area of interest. This gap right there. So let's watch what happens today on EU. So on DXY. So for the weekly charts on DXY, sorry, EU, sorry, we still have that point I was looking at. We still have that imbalance, which price has not gotten to yet. Right. That's my draw. NFP was bullish, which I anticipated. Now, see something that this is why I don't encourage people to do NFP. Right, come and see NFP market action. Now, this is why I don't like people to do NFP. This is why personally I didn't trade I didn't really trade on Friday. I did not trade at all because now imagine that you were trying to buy this market. You can say that was actually what market. When this was a news candle, market dropped more than 20 pips. So if you were buying this, you would have lost this. And if you were selling to, you would have lost it. So anyhow you did it, you would have lost. So imagine you are buying this market, you would have lost it beautifully. We have lost this trade. I have lost this. right? So this is why you should not trade NFP, because this kind of wicked weeks could happen and then price would finally go where it wants to go. But I was bullish for the NFP, which I told you guys about on my YouTube channel. I was bullish because we're having what a bullish range. Market was bullish, and I was anticipating price to go up to this point. So if you watch the video for NFP, I told you guys that I was expecting market to go bullish. You can watch the video to confirm if I said so. The video link will be tagged at the end of this video, so you can watch that video, right? So I was anticipating bullishness on the pound, and I still expect more bullishness at least to tap into this imbalance and possibly this favor. Like I have this equal highs here, and it will nice to see price run into this point. Right, that's what I anticipate for this guy. Right, so I saw some more bullishness at least to this point here. But note something, now we are at a very good premium level. That means price might not be very smooth bullish, right? We're in the premium level. If you take your range from this swing high to this swing low, we're actually above 50% now. So that smooth bullishness that we've seen, you can say that bullishness was smooth, right? It might not be smooth anymore because now we're at a premium level. But regardless, we have to still be mindful of our trades. I will still look for bullish opportunities if I see them, right? So if you go to the 3-hour chart, the market is also very bullish in the 3-hour. We have tapped into this gap. We tapped into this fair value gap on the 3-hour. We tapped into this gap and then we ran higher, right? So let us see if this could be what to send price to that daily high, which we have as our targets, right? So let's keep an eye on that. So for today, I still expect bullish number. This is Monday, so I don't really like to give much information about Monday. All right, this is GBPUSD. Price has gone above this high, which I told you guys about. Remember the video I posted? Don't forget. I told you guys that it's either price rejects here or it comes to this top. And I told you guys that I was looking at market to come to this top. You can watch the video I made for NFP. All right, you can watch that video I made for NFP. So you can take this off now, since this is not lining out. So we can now take off all this. Right, market has proven to be bullish. Right, so now this now becomes our targets. This imbalance there now becomes our targets. Market should at least run up to that point. All right, so we might see markets bounce on this breaker level. Now this has become a breaker block. As market has closed above it, has become a breaker block. So now where do we put our eye on? Right, if you're going by breaker blocks, you're looking at the body of this candle. So this is breaker block here. Right, so market might choose to bounce off that point. Alright, maybe there's an imbalance here. Market can choose to bounce off this lower imbalance here before running higher. So for today, I would not really have any higher time frame bias. I'll just be trading the lower time frames if I see something on the lower time frame, right? So that's what I have for GBPUSD, nothing crystal. Right. So now for the British pound here, I still have the liquidity there. I still price to run to that point, which we have not had that yet. So I still expect price to run to this imbalance, taking out this dynamic liquidity and then possibly this other block. Right. So this one I expect some bearishness on GBP, GPY. All right, that's what I expect on that. Nothing more than that. Right. So if you see a lower time frame trade, maybe on the 30 minutes, you can look for sales. Looking at the structure, okay, break. All right. So there's no real move yet. Okay. It's not really clear for me on this GG on the lower time. Let's see. Okay. Asian range just printed. All right. So nothing really crystal clear for me. Right. Just wait for the market to position properly. The most important thing in trading is to know the direction of the market. Once you know the direction, whenever you see lower time frame entry, it's not difficult to take it because you already know the overall structure, right? But that's why we always focus on the daily chart. We want to know the market direction. Once you know the direction, the lower time frame entry is not a problem. Just know this is where the market is going. The market should go down. So now the market presents any sell opportunity in this point here. That is a confirmation. All right. So for now, wait for London to open properly, right, before doing anything, right? Okay, let's look at USD chef. Right, let's look at USD chef. So the daily charts, all right, this breaker did not hold, didn't hit this gap. I was looking and the market's hitting this gap, right? That did not happen. Market's tapped into this breaker and it has not broken a breaker yet, right? It has not broken this breaker yet. I think this is a mistake candle, right? So I don't think that's an actual candle. Or maybe it's because of a gap. Okay, market was weak below the breaker, but it's not close below. So we're seeing that breaker level. So let's be careful that we have a bearish break of structure, right? Be very careful with this, right? Let's be very careful with this. Now we have a bearish break of structure at this point here. And it's very bearish break of structure. So that every tendency that price might choose to sell. Right? It's not there, so I wants to go down. It's possible that market might choose to sell. So now we can take all of this out and back to the daily chart. Now we have a 4-hour bearish structure, but daily is also bearish. You can see inducement taking lower high, lower low. We have above 50%. Now 4 hours broken structure, right? So now let's keep an eye. If the market wants to sell, we'll be open to that, right? So for me to take any buys again, I must see price give a 1 hour counter break, right? I must be a 1 hour counter break for a buy, but I can't see that yet. So we have to be very mindful on the 30-minute chart, but there's no bullish break yet. So if the market can give us a 30 minutes break, then we can look for buy opportunities. But for now, the 4 hours is bearish. And if you go by the 4-hour structure, we can see that we have an area of interest somewhere around there. Right, so this other block has mitigated. We have this point here, this point of interest, this area, this last up candle that broke structure to the downside. And not only that, we have a fair value gap inside there. So that's what I'm looking at for USD. If the market wants to sell, then this is the point. But for below here, if the market gives me a bullish opportunity, I will buy down here and possibly take the price up here. But for the 4 hour, I'm seeing a bearish structure and miss my point of interest. Right, anything below here is buy opportunities I'm looking at for me to buy into this gap here. All right, that's what I have for this guy. All right, now for Bitcoin, I remember what I told you guys about Bitcoin. Don't forget, I told you guys that I expect Bitcoin to run higher again, like to sweep this level higher, and that's what happened. Bitcoin went as high as 700. Wow, 700K level went above, just like I told you guys. But what do I expect on Bitcoin now? I still expect more further bullish movement, right? Bitcoin has not given any sign of bearishness yet. Market is still very bullish on Bitcoin, right? There's no sign of bearishness yet, right? We're still in a bullish market. You can see higher high, higher low, higher high. Everything is still looking bullish. So what should I do on Bitcoin now? I will stay out, right? Just stay out. That's just the best move for Bitcoin, right? What about gold? Gold is still the same thing. Remember I told you guys that we're going to take out this high. So we have taken out this high, as I told you guys. And what do we do for gold now? Gold is an all-time high. So it's best you wait for a very clear market bearish break. Something like 1 hour break. So this is a 1 hour chart now. It's nothing on 1 hour yet. Market is still bullish. So for gold, it's just best you stay out, right? So let's look at the US 30, right? Let's look at the US 30. For the daily charts, US 30 is still playing around, right? We're still playing around. Market is still bullish though, but we're still playing around. Right? If market can break below this low, then we have a complete bearish break of structure, right? So market is still very tricky on that guy, right? 4 hours playing around. There's no real clear market movement. Right? But if you were to ask me what I think on US 30, right? I think that US 30 is still bullish, still bullish. Why do I say it's bullish? Because we have this swing low, I have this swing high, we have this swing low, and then we have this swing high. So market hasn't been able to break any of the swing low. We have this swing low down here, or we have this overall low here. So market can break below this low. That would be a very clear sign for bullishness, right? So for bearishness rather. So for now, market has to take out this low before we do anything, right? There's nothing concrete for this, right? Market is just playing around, right? But what do you do in this kind of scenarios? You can just play the lower time frame. Maybe if you see a liquidity setup or maybe the 1 hour, all those kind of trades, then you can take it. Now in the US 100, which is the NASDAQ is still, we have this inducement here, we have this order block. Now I've taken out this buy side liquidity. Watch this. So this NFP took out buy side liquidity. So it's very likely that price should trade down. So if I was to take a trade on this guy, I'm looking for sales possibly to this inducement here and then this other block. So for me, I'm looking for sales. If I was to trade US 30 today, I'm looking for sales in the New York session, right? Sales inside there to take price down there. That's what I'm looking at for this, right? That's what I'm looking at for this. So this is all I have for this week. If you guys want more of this, like on lower time frame analysis, and all those breakdowns. Just join my Telegram community. It's free. You don't really have to join the paid group if you don't want to. So you can join the Telegram community. It's free of charge. And if you want personal guidance, you want to join our paid group, that one is not free because it's taking my time and effort, right? That is not for free. So if you want to join us, it's very affordable, 50,000 naira only for 1 year. Just send me a DM and or use the link in the description to join the paid group. Right. So have a wonderful day. Cheers and God bless.